Hello everybody and welcome to Slay the Spire, playing as the Silent on Ascension 3, Heart Run. This is Act 3 and we're facing off against Time Eater, which is a little unfortunate because after Act 1 we kinda leaned into the whole Shiv thing. We did get Kunai, and after picking up Envenom and Wristblade it just made sense. And we've played into that even heavier by picking up Accuracy and Infinite Blades to go along with the Envenom, just sort of doing a flurry of damage all around. We also picked up Acrobatics and Calculated Gamble to help find the weaks, which we did add a third of, and also Piercing Wail for a little bit of preservation. That said, Orichalcum's actually been putting in a lot of work, thanks in part to the paper Krane. And we just picked up Coffee Dripper, so we get to see how 4 energy and not being able to rest plays out. Alright, let's start talking about pathing. We've got 1 and 1 here, 2 and 2, 3 and 3. So this gets us 3 and a preponderance of fires. If we start here, we have 1, 2, come up through here for the shop, 3, 4. So we will get tiny chest value. We'll get 1 relic out of a treasure room there. Again, this was a relic, and it basically allows us to pick up 1 relic. So that's why I don't like the tiny chest, is you'd have to go through 8 to pay off, and then the opportunity cost of all those floors without the relic you could have just had up front. Anyways, we do not have a source of weak here, so I think I'm going to start by casting Acrobatics. We found a source of weak, and we have plenty to do with our energy, so I'm going to go ahead and discard that. There is weak, so we can start setting up here. We can extend the weak, or we can do a couple of shivs. Since Envenom's not in play, and we don't need the block thanks to Orichalcum, I'll just go ahead and extend the weak. Especially since the Sucker Punch did polish off Kunai perfectly. We didn't need 2 attacks for that. That's another consideration moving forward. Alright, so we're going to want to block a total of 13, but we can't. All we can do is hope that this makes a difference. So this is what he's doing, about 15, 16. Oh, weakness is for 40%. Okay. So this is actually more like 16, 17, 18. So how much will this make a difference is the question. But it's the only mitigation we have right now. Okay, it brings it down to 6. And this. So we will take 2 damage, which breaks the Centennial Puzzle, which is fine. In the meantime, let's do what we can here, which is actually everything. So we'll get some good Kunai value here. Oh, he's just dead. What am I doing? Ooh, that's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. We got to start ramping up our survivability. You know, this card always reminds me of the Lonely Island song, Just Two Guys. My fancy feet moves putting you in a trance. Alright, let's remove a card. Probably a strike. Yep. Oh, our first real AoE fight. And none of them are attacking right away. That's so good. That's pretty good. Alright, so we can spend our time setting up here, which is great. Let's see. Weaken the 2 lowest health ones. This does less damage, so let's put it into the higher so we can actually get started on killing this guy. And let's just show off what Kunai is doing for us. Uh-oh. Lots of incoming damage. Unfortunately, he's the one hitting for the most. I didn't take that into consideration when I was choosing where to put the weakness. Bit of an oversight there. Yeah, I should have applied the 2 weak and then gone to town on the other one, because this is exactly what we would have expected. The one that's not weakened is the one that's the biggest threat. And because he has the most health, we can't actually kill him. I don't think. Accuracy is not in play, so these are just doing 8 each. And that's 32, 40, 52. Almost enough, but not quite. It is enough to kill this guy if we just go all in. So that's probably the plan. Actually, we only need to lose one there. Which is a little unfortunate, because now this doesn't actually do anything for us. We don't want to proactively kill him, because him dying on his turn will actually help us as far as them regenerating. So, without Envenom in play, there's well, I guess there's a reason to play it to exhaust it. Doesn't matter where we put it. 8, 8, 11, we already have 8, 28. Hey, we take exactly 1 damage. That's perfect for the puzzle. Oh wait, no we don't, because 1 died, that's right. Okay. Well, if we can do it without the puzzle, all the better. I wasn't thinking about that, but we didn't have any other attacks, so there's no way we could have done it differently. Okay. I don't know that we have lethal here. Weaken him. That sentences him to death. There's no real point in acrobatics here, because we wouldn't be able to play what we drew anyway, so... Yeah, he won't regenerate this turn, because he died on his turn. So now we just... Oh, what? Alright, well he's done for. And Venom. There we go. Well, this is free. Should have done that first. No, it don't matter. I was going to say to look for a weakness over here, but what difference would that have made? Not it doesn't matter. Okay. So we got through it anyways. Yeah, I'm not sure how that is, because I know it makes a difference whether they die on your turn or their turn. I must have lost track of the turns. Obviously, Infinite Blades plus number 2 is not a good idea, because it's an 8. We'd have 3 and 8 cards. Although we would basically have a free kunai almost every single turn with 1 attack. That seems pretty great, actually. But not as good as the acrobatics, helping make sure that we keep. We do have 1 already, the acrobatics plus, and we also have a calculated gamble. But the discard's actually nice too for things like status effects. We got hit with the burn that 1 turn. That's the whole reason we're actually at not max health. Okay, so Spiker on the field. That matters. And we have no mitigation here. So we are going to have to rely on damage to kill the ones who are attacking us. 19 here leaves him at 9, which this plays into perfectly. Oh, 8? I can count. Well, if it's 8, then we do this instead. Well, I guess we do a little overkill then. Who knows if the poison helps here or not, but... Actually, I suppose we could have gone to work on... Well, no, because we had no way of weakening, so... Okay, never mind. Weakness. Alright, we'll put that down. We'll do this. Allows us to attack him once. So let's him as hard as we can with a weakness, just in case it matters. We can at any time just hit him and take the Centennial Puzzle, but I'm trying to protect our health pool overall. Alright. So let's ditch the attack, I suppose. This is really good. This is really good. And that would only allow us to play one. So there we go. Let's just do it that way. Alright. So now he'll just roll off with poison, and if he attacks us, we can put up some block, I suppose. Or put up... yeah, wow. Put up block anyways, and then just hit him with what we got. He's done. Good night. Fire potion. Interesting. This plays well with Envenom. This plays well with everything we're doing. Better with Envenom. We don't actually have a single hard hitter. But unless we have something like Pen Nib, it doesn't even matter. We're doing fine with the Mercury Hourglass and the poison. We're able to mitigate well enough so far. So I think this is a skip in the sake of trying to keep the deck size down, which is not easy to do with Silent. Alright, we are being attacked for 18. We don't have any mitigation or weakness. Now we do. Alright, so we're not going to need that this turn. We'll start with this, because that makes this free. Increases our options. Let's get in... the Blade Dance plays with Kunai very well. Of course, if we ignore that, Orichalcum means we only take 4. That seems fine as far as using this opportunity to set up. Alright, so we'll do a lot of front-loaded damage. Get that Kunai rolling. Thank you for wasting our puzzle on crap. Yikes. It's a friend thing. Friends are everywhere. That's better. Unfortunately, we can't really afford to put Envenom down. We need the Cloak and Dagger here to block, but at least we get more damage in on him. And more dexterity for the future. Alright, so now we're going to get that debuff on us. 6 energy this turn. Where is our acrobatics now? Alright, well he's weak for the rest of the fight. And we got some dexterity up, so it's pretty much over. Okay, that's free. There's an acrobatics. But he's just dead. Good. Cloak and Dagger plus number 2. Absolutely. Plays very well with Kunai. It feeds it, and then on the back end, it benefits from it. And we've been doing everything shivvy. Now I'm thinking of a different pop culture thingy. Dude, where's my car? Shivvy. Nemesis. And our sundial goes off on a turn where we can actually make use of it. So, kudos. We will start by feeding the kunai. Apply a little poison, and then block what we can, which actually isn't much. But it's enough to only take 2, which is perfect for the Centennial puzzle. Accuracy is not a high priority here, but Envenom is. And might as well just full block. Yeah, we don't get to accuracy here, but the full block's pretty important. This deck functions in such a way that having to pass over this power or that one doesn't seem to be that big of a deal, which I'm actually very pleased with. Alright, so we can do that, and that, and that, and that. And then Calculated Gamble finally has a chance to do something. That's free. And we'll do what we can while we can. We're up to 5 dexterity. And that's with just 2 guys having a good time. Alright, well, we have full block and he's way done for, so this fight is closed. Little Ford Fairlane for you there. Preserved Insect. A little late. Really good for Spear and Shield. Backflip has some more block, gives us some card draw. Helps make sure we hit our weaknesses. Seems really good. Oh yeah, I gotta pay attention to that. We don't want to miss out on the red key. So do we have anything important to upgrade? Not particularly. So I'll take the recall now so that it doesn't get overlooked. Whetstone, 2 strikes. Okay, well. Giant head. 3rd rock from the sun? Yeah. This is a pop culture palooza here. Okay, so we'll put the weakness... Well, hang on a bit. We have 6 energy here. So let's do everything we can to buff up the slow. We're not going to need Piercing Wail for sure. And now I think we do have 4... Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And some of those are skills, although we have to take hand size into account. Oh, you know what? Deadly Poison's a skill. I should have played that first. And I just screwed myself by playing it. Didn't get the heal hook in. Alright. Well, backstab hit for 41. That seems good. Yeah, I should have played the Deadly Poison up front. That would have buffed everything. Alright. Looks like we can let Orichalcum do our dirty work. But it doesn't look like we have to. Yeah, even just the Cloak and Dagger is full block. Okay, well, we have no block this turn, but we do have the Sucker Punch. So that plus Orichalcum means we only take 1, which is great. One. Alright. Almost finished. And he's almost finished with his countdown. Alright, so this should just be lethal. Yeah, I should have played this skill first. Didn't matter. And then we get the pen nib. I was just talking about you. Not a big fan of the colorless potion anyways, so that seems fine. I don't know how much a second Noxious Fumes Plus matters, actually. The escape plan doesn't take up anything in our deck rotation and is potentially free block, which, you know, plays off the back of the kunai. Second Footwork, Inkwell Bottle, Art of War. No, we're playing shivs way too frequently and they're free, so I don't think the Art of War gives us value. The bottle does, and removing a card does. And I do think Footwork is a power worth doubling up on. Calculated Gamble, we haven't really gotten much value out of the one that we have. And we did just add that and that, so I don't think we need it. Ancient Potion seems decent. We have the Ginger, so we can't be weakened. But that's not all we're worried about. I don't know how valuable this one is. So we'll do that. Weakness Potion, obviously, was totally unnecessary. We have plenty of opportunities for that. I don't want to lose any HP. Secret Technique. Let me do that so it's easier to see what our skills are. Acrobatics, Black Flip, Blade Dance, Cloak and Dagger, Deadly Poison, Piercing Wail. Alright, seems worth it. Since it's basically free and it replaces itself. And it's a plus. Thank you, Toxic Egg. Alright, Treasure Room. What do we get? Blood File. Not particularly useful. Hey, we know we can handle this guy. Alright, Piercing Wail basically just means we can spend the rest of the turn playing setup. Which is good, because we had a fair amount of setting up to do that turn. Alright. Sucker Punch is a must. Brings it down to... And if we do Blade Dance first, then the Cloak and Dagger is worth that much more, thanks to our goodies. Ink Bottle chimes in when it doesn't need to. Alright, so we block for all but 2, and Pen Nib's ready to go. But we don't have a Bane or any other nuke in the deck, so that'll just have to do. Well, I guess our shivs are pretty nukey at this point, truth be told. Alright, so there's that, and that. I'm about to draw a card here. Another Defend. Alright, so we have 10 block and we could use 17 more. And we got it. And he's just done for, although he's intangible, so we're going to have to wait for him to be fully done for. No weakness. 'Tis fine. Could have calculated Gamble. We did have a weakness. Alright, because the ink bottle's about to go off, I think I'm just going to play one card here and let him perish. It's got to be... yeah, it's got to be this one card, so the burn doesn't tag us. And now we can save ink bottle for Potion Belt. That's actually somewhat useful. We are full up on potions and haven't been using them. Blur gives our deck something to do it can't currently do. As Kunai builds up and builds up, this becomes enormous. Since we don't have calibers, that's a way of calipers. Alright, so Smith, the fancy footwork, fancy feet moves, keeping you in a trance, putting you in a trance. That's a lot of energy we have. Unfortunately, there's no skill-based way to apply weak. What would we pull if we pulled something? Blade Dance is probably better with Envenom. Acrobatics? Yeah, we have a lot of energy, so acrobatics. Whoa. Ink bottle, that's right, I forgot. So we're going to have a disproportionate number of cards played this turn. We might be able to just reach 12. Six. This is 5 by itself. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoops, I missed out on the pen nib. No, I didn't. It's got to be here. As much as I'd like to apply the poison, the weak is more important. And yeah, we probably have more opportunities for weak, but we also have more opportunities for poison. And the weak is survivability. Poison just escalates the end of the fight. Not as useful. Alright, let's get this into play. Go ahead and hit with this, and here's hoping we find Piercing Wail. Would be very handy right here. Did not. Oh wait, Piercing Wail's in our discard pile, isn't it? Whoops. Not sure, actually. Alright, well, we get Centennial Puzzle value at least. And I'm not worried about taking damage this early in the fight because the kunai just means we get stronger and stronger. There's the Piercing Wail, which should allow us to, with a single card, offset what he's doing here. It's 8, 9. This is very important, so 10, 11, and then I guess 12. Missed out on the blur, that's unfortunate. But we are maintaining, so I'm not too worried. As the fight goes on, our kunai just builds up and builds up, which should, in theory, make the fight more manageable. We're getting dexterity faster than he's getting strength by no small margin. Alright, we can easily full block this. We go 1, 2, 3, and now Survivor should do it by itself, which means we can do that. Pen nib is live, and we're about to draw yet another card, which is good because he just made sure we draw one fewer card. Blur. Well, it is our hardest hitter. It's funny too. Don't know if we want a Strike Plus, but we do want a Cloak and Dagger Plus, so I'll use that to trigger the ink bottle. That's very good. 9, 10. We don't need kunai, so we'll get full blur value here by going 11. Let me cast the blur first. We don't get bonus points for the order we do. So now we have 54 free block for next turn. Oh no, he wiped his debuffs. But he's not attacking, so... Alrighty. Nice. 4, 10, 11, 12. Cool. We get exactly 12 cards in here. 9, 10. Look at that, 92 block. All for naught. But we're up to 13 dexterity, so it's hard to argue with that. Okay, this is free. We know this is a skill. I could Sucker Punch or Blur. Blur gives us full block. And he is toast. We only get to play 4 cards, and playing 4 cards puts Ink Bottle at maximum. So that's actually pretty good. So let's try not to kill him before that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, that's going to do it for Act 3. Thank you guys for joining me. I do hope you're enjoying it. The deck has shaped up very well, I think. Please leave any comments you have down below, and I will see you in the next act. Take care.